Virgos, it's Scully Sati coming at you for your second half of April 2019. Thanks for joining me again, and I am really excited to see what the next couple of weeks is going to hold for you guys. For you guys, I'm actually going to be using my Steampunk Tarot, which is really cool. It's all about order and stuff like that, much like Virgos. And let's see what's going on with you guys, okay? Just remember that not all messages are going to resonate with everybody. As readers, we're going to tap into different energies at different times. So just because it doesn't resonate now doesn't mean that it's not going to resonate for you when you come back to see me again in May. Okay? All right, let's see what's going on for you guys. Okay? Okay, so I'm feeling like in the recent past, you guys have recently started some kind of a new relationship or offered love to somebody, or somebody's offered some kind of new love to you, okay? Ace of Cups is about beginnings with emotions. I feel like you are very much looking at it through an analytical eye, though, okay? You're very much with the Queen of Swords energy, which is very much like looking for red flags, looking for something that might catch your attention in a bad way. You know, is this real? Is what this person is telling me, is that real? Is that truth, right? Because the Queen of Swords is all about that truth. And she doesn't waste any time, you know, so if she goes out with somebody a few times and she sees something that's off, she will have no problem cutting them off, but also letting them know why, okay? I feel like, you know, with the Fool card, I feel like what you want to do is you do want to take risks, you know what I mean? You do want to take a chance on something new. So I feel like this Ace of Cups that just recently came up, I do feel like it is something that does intrigue you. And I do feel like it is something that you should follow to see where it goes. This person that you might be interested in may be very much a well-established person, somebody who's very independent financially. So somebody who wouldn't really need to be a drain or, you know, a dependent upon somebody else. You know, this is definitely somebody who is very self-sufficient. And I feel like this person does intrigue you, where you do think about, you know, where are you going to go with this? Are you going to start focusing your attention, you know, your energy on feeding this connection, right? But because of your past situations with the Eight of Swords, I'm seeing that there are some of you that don't really trust it, right? You're on guard, you know, you're not completely just going in blindly, which is not a bad thing. It's not a bad thing to be, you know, cognizant of what's going on around you. Just be sure that you're not so, you know, not trusting right away. You know, give yourself an opportunity to really see this person for who they are. Because I'm not, yeah. I feel like, you know, you're acting from the past, which is the Three of Swords. You may have been betrayed before. Sometimes this symbolizes like a third-party situation, but not always. What this does mean, though, is sorrow, dealing with sadness, pain, old wounds, okay? And I feel like this new person may be triggering some of that for you because you feel like you might be getting too close to this person emotionally. I do feel like this person could be your match, though, you know? Ten of Cups is all about that wonderful feeling of fulfillment, family bliss, domestic bliss, you know, feeling like you've met your match, your mate, okay? So I am seeing that there are lots of options that you are still considering, though, which is okay to explore. It's okay to explore options. I'm feeling like for these next couple of weeks, Virgo, you're not really looking to jump into something preemptively. I feel like you're going to, you know, go forward, but with caution. I do feel like you are going to examine things, everything that, you know, is going on between you and this person. I do also feel that you are going to be opening yourself up still to some other options, should they come along, okay? Yeah, because what you're seeking is that Ten of Pentacles energy. This is just like the Ten of Cups. This is about that family bliss, like really feeling like you finally found your home within another, right? And I feel like that's what you're longing for. But because you've been hurt in the past, you may be very slow to move with this. Yeah. But I feel you want to go forward with it, with the Knight of Cups, taking actions with emotions. I feel like this person Yeah, I feel like this person is a good match for you. Page of Cups is about somebody offering, their cup of love openly, right? This person may be a little bit more immature than you, and that might be something that makes you kind of, hesitate. But I feel like this is more about lack of experience, as opposed to being just emotionally, immature. I feel like this person can grow because this person is in touch with their emotions, and that's a good thing. Yeah, you guys may be thinking about something from the past with the Four of Pentacles. You may be thinking about something that didn't work out before, and you're holding tightly to that for some reason. You might be thinking, why didn't it work? Why did I waste so much time with this if it wasn't going to yield me anything? Okay? And I feel like if you can just bring that to closure of what lesson you did glean from whatever this past situation or relationship was or is, I feel that you will open yourself up more for a new beginning on a solid ground. Because I do feel like you know that this person has potential, this new person. You know that this person intrigues you, that this person could be somebody that would be a long-lasting mate, So you're very careful, as the King of Pentacles is. You're very logical, you take your time with things, you go after things as you want them, but I feel like you're a little bit slower with that when it comes to love, because love is not practical, and maybe, you're taking your time with it, which is okay. That's totally fine to do that. But I feel like something from the past does need to remain in the past, okay? This is about gleaning old lessons, old ways of transforming, things that you dealt with in the past that were painful, but it did teach you a lot about yourself, taught you a lot about life in general and about what you want in a mate, okay? So I am feeling like this new person that's around you, this new offer is something that is very tempting to you, but you're not entirely sure if, the maturity level is where you want it to be, okay? What I would suggest is just getting to know this person, at least for the next couple of weeks, and just trying to enjoy the moment. Try not to have like some preconceived expectations, because I feel like that's where the downfall comes in. Because, if you're expecting something of somebody that they've never quite experienced before on their own, it's going to be hard for them to fulfill that. And you may be throwing away something that could be something very valuable to you. So don't act too quickly with this. Give it some time. Yeah, because with the Ace of Swords, I feel like, you're going to be coming into some truth over the next couple of weeks. You'll be having some epiphanies, right, about your past situations. And I feel like this will help cut away any remaining ties to old relationships or old situations that will be actually really good for you, okay? Yeah, and I feel like you're going to go forward. Six of Swords is about moving forward. It's about travel sometimes too, so don't be surprised if maybe you go traveling with this new person, okay? Try not to focus so much on the past, okay? What was lost in the past, Know that you can still have love for a person from the past, and sometimes the best way to express that love is to be able to separate and allow, that person to be themselves without you. Does that make sense? I feel like over the next couple of weeks, you might have a couple of times when, you're focusing on something from the past, and it may bring you a little bit of sadness. But I feel like if you could just get through it logically with the Emperor, which is all about, sitting with your feelings and being able to, view them objectively. So being able to say, like, yeah, it makes me sad. Why does it make me sad? Okay, because I spent a lot of time with this person and it didn't work out. We kept trying, but it didn't work out, right? But being able to glean that lesson, what did you learn from this past situation? How can you apply this to your present and to your future situations, right? Not all is lost, I mean, it's the human experience for us to go through this pain and to go through, failed relationships to be able to really hone in onto what really matters to us, really helps us to see like what we really need as individuals, right? What kind of person is really going to be a good match for you, right? But as for this person, I really feel like you're going to keep working on it. You know, I feel like you're going to have a good balance between your career stuff and, you know, exploring this new relationship, okay? But there is something with the Tower card, there is something that is going to have to be destroyed. And I feel like what this might have to do with is maybe some kind of outdated expectation that maybe this past relationship will somehow work out in the end, okay? And I feel like that may be holding you back, right? Some kind of misplaced loyalty towards something, towards an ideal from the past, or some kind of justification of why you spent so much time on this past relationship, okay? Just take it for what it was, you know, be grateful for what you learned from it and for the time that you did have with this, and apply this knowledge to your next relationship. Because I feel like whoever this new person is, I feel like, you know, they definitely do have potential. You know, with the Magician card, I feel like this is somebody that may be matching what you've been looking for quite some time now. So, you know, give it a chance. Don't be sullied by the past, you know. Take the time to get to know a person. You don't have to jump in as you may have in the past. This is about taking your time and just being able to really see this new person for who they are, okay? So I feel for the next couple weeks, you will be doing just that. You may be a little bit sad sometimes because you're thinking about this past relationship, but I do feel like, you know, if you look at it logically, you'll be able to bring some closure to it, and that'll give you some new enlightenment for this new situation that's looking very promising, by the way. All right, my Virgos, I hope that was helpful, and if you are looking for a personal reading with me, you can contact me at the information below. Otherwise, I look forward to working with you guys again at the beginning of May. Thank you so much, Virgo. Bye.